You sit down to rest. 5 minutes in, your brain starts a list. Dishes, emails, that message you forgot to answer. You didn't ask for this. Your body wanted rest. Your mind had other plans. Today we explain exactly why your brain does this to you and how to make it stop. Picture this. It's Sunday afternoon, nothing to do, no deadlines. You lie down on the couch. 10 minutes later, you feel worse than when you started. There's a tightness in your chest, a quiet voice that says you should be doing something. So you sit up. You grab your phone, not because you want to, because doing nothing suddenly feels unbearable. If this sounds familiar, you are not lazy and you are not broken. Your brain is running a program built for a completely different world. Here is the first piece. Your brain evolved in an environment where stillness could mean danger. If an early human sat still too long with no clear reason, that often meant something was wrong. No food secured, no shelter checked, no threat scanned. Stillness without a purpose used to be a warning sign, not a reward. So your brain built a shortcut. Idle time equals danger. Thousands of years later, that circuit still fires. You are not in danger, but your nervous system does not know that. It just knows you are sitting still with no task, and it treats that like a problem waiting to happen, but that is only half the story. There is a second force at work here, and this one is brand new. From a very young age, most of us get rewarded for output. Good grades, finished chores, a full to-do list checked off. Every time you produce something, you got approval. Every time you sat still, nobody said a word. Psychologists call this a conditioned response. Over time, your brain links your sense of worth to how much you get done, not how you feel, not how rested you are, just output. So when you stop moving, your brain does not register that as relaxation. It registers it as a drop in value. That is why doing nothing can feel like failing, even when nothing bad is actually happening. Now here is where it gets interesting, because these two forces do not just sit side by side. They combine. When ancient threat detection meets modern productivity conditioning, you get a brain that treats rest like a personal failure and a physical risk at the same time. That is an exhausting combination to carry every single day. This is also why rest rarely feels restful for a lot of people. You lie down, but part of your brain is still working, still scanning, still building a list in the background. You are not actually resting. You are just pausing while your brain keeps running. So what actually works? You cannot argue your way out of an ancient survival circuit, but you can retrain it. Start by giving ghostness a job. Instead of trying to do nothing, do one small intentional thing. Stretch for 30 seconds. Breathe slowly for 2 minutes. Look out a window and count 10 things you see. Your brain accepts rest much faster when it has a small task attached to it. Second, track effort instead of output for 1 week. Write down what you tried, not just what you finished. This slowly breaks the link between your worth and your productivity. Third, when the guilt shows up, name it out loud. Say, "This is my brain treating rest like a threat, not a fact." That one sentence creates enough distance for the feeling to pass. Your brain is not trying to hurt you. It is running an outdated manual for a world that does not exist anymore. The good news is manuals can be rewritten. If this explains something you have felt for years, subscribe. We break down one part of your mind like this every week. And if you want the 2-minute stillness exercise as a printable, it is linked in the description below.